your man for? You think I'm too? Huh?
Don't you go there.
Don't you, man? Your man.
Don't you
Hold
go
it.
there.
Hold it. No. First of all, you are a superstar. You put your hands on me.
I didn't touch you. I didn't touch you. I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
Toni, this is unacceptable behavior. I had to try to de-escalate it as much as I could. I didn't touch Tamar. I got in between she and Toni because Toni's smaller than Tamar. That's like a Rottweiler trying to fight a York.
Somebody seriously needs to pull the Braxton sisters off TV, because this whole situation is spiraling, and the drama is louder than ever. This family has sat in front of more therapists than most people will ever meet, yet they still can't keep the peace for more than 5 minutes. Every time they get together, it turns into a new round of shade, shouting, and someone storming out like it's an Olympic event. Now Toni and Tamar going back and forth after Tamar straight up asked her if she thought Tamar was involved with one of Toni's past men, too. And yes, people are dragging Birdman into the chaos again. Towanda even tossed out her own accusations, claiming Tamar got a little too close to another one of Toni's exes, which sent the internet into pure meltdown mode. Before you know it, the sisters are threatening to get Tamar locked up. Tamar is snapping on everybody, and the rest of the family is showing sides we almost never see. The energy is wild and way too intense. And honestly, Tamar wasn't completely wrong when she said these sisters might need some kind of meds, because the behavior lately has not been giving normal at all. There is nothing calm, healthy, or stable about any of this. Now, let's slide into the Birdman angle, because that's where things really start heating up. On one episode of Braxton Family Values, Tamar pulled up to dinner and immediately started pressing her sisters about a cease and desist that she said arrived at her personal home. But here's the real issue. She wasn't as angry about the letter itself as she was about how anybody even got her address. Tamar made it clear her new place is registered under a completely different name, just like most celebrities do for privacy. So someone in her inner circle clearly slipped, and people online have been pointing fingers at Towanda, Trina, or even Toni, saying one of them had to be the one who leaked Tamar's location. This family drama is messy enough to carry an entire new season, and we're still just skimming the surface. For Tamar, the cease and desist wasn't the real problem at all. It was the fact that someone close to her clearly exposed her address. No doubt about it.
Y'all don't like me because y'all jealous.
You're a mean girl. You're
Oh, you're such a hater. Y'all hate me so bad. Oh, my God.
And mental illness is real. It's real.
Oh, I'm crazy?
Mental illness is real. Go ahead, Toni. I'm listening. I don't argue with sick people. Go ahead.
Bitch, I will you up. Don't play
don't
with me.
do that.
I swear to God.
win.
What you not going to do for my mental health when all y'all really need the pill.
Online, fingers immediately started pointing at Towanda, Trina, or even Toni, with everyone convinced one of them must have leaked Tamar's location, and that only added fuel to the fire. Then the plot thickened. The family attorney allegedly confirmed that Michael Braxton Jr. was actually the one who sent Tamar the cease and desist after the family decided to bring their niece Ashley onto the show. But Tamar wasn't focused on the legal side. She was furious that her sisters were moving behind her back. The second she felt betrayed, the conversation erupted into total chaos. Tamar called out Towanda, claiming she had been stealing from her for years. She said she'd loaned Towanda $50,000 for a down payment, while Towanda insisted it was actually a $35,000 gift. Tamar didn't stop there. She also accused Towanda of using her credit card to pay her phone bill for 4 straight years. Towanda fired back, flipping the script and calling Tamar the real thief. She even alleged that Tamar had gotten involved with one of Toni's ex-boyfriends. The show bleeped the name, leaving viewers guessing the course. The internet went wild. Some speculated it was Shamar Moore, one of Toni's exes from years ago, but the majority of viewers were convinced the mystery man was Birdman. That theory sent the timeline into a spin. On the show, Tamar directly asked Toni if she had ever been with one of her other past men, and the look on Toni's face made everyone think Birdman was the subject. The tension was palpable, almost spilling through the screen. This wasn't coming out of nowhere. Just days earlier, fans had already been dragging Tamar for getting way too friendly with her brother-in-law during a Wild Biz moment. This happened at the battle where Birdman, Manny Fresh, and the rest of the Cash Money crew faced off against Master P and No Limit at ComplexCon in Las Vegas. Toni was absent, But Tamar was front and center, loud, energized, and commanding the stage like she belonged there herself. The IT wasn't subtle either. Tamar was dancing, twerking, hyping up the crowd, and getting unusually close to Birdman, almost like they shared a private inside joke in plain view. Fans freaked out online, calling her behavior strange, disrespectful, and completely inappropriate, touching her brother-in-law, wiping sweat off his face, and leaning in like that wasn't normal. Then old rumors resurfaced. Back in the early 2000s, Tamar and Birdman allegedly dated, long before Toni was involved with him. At the time, it was all whispers, nothing confirmed, but insiders claimed they were close. Suddenly, Tamar's comfort around him made sense. People began to view her behavior not as inappropriate, but as familiar. And with that context, attention shifted to Toni, leaving viewers wondering if she was stepping into a situation Tamar had already been involved in years ago.
Men.
Who's the man that I stole?
Tony's. You slept with them a few times.
Who? What man?
Things get even crazier from here. Toni and Birdman actually got married, but their marriage barely survived 2 days before everything fell apart. Court documents revealed the couple using only their initials, TB and BW, but it didn't take a detective to figure out who that really was. According to the paperwork, they secretly tied the knot on August 8th, 2024, and by August 10th, they were already listed as separated. Just 48 hours of wedded chaos. Toni filed for divorce 2 weeks later, citing the marriage as irretrievably broken, which was basically a polite way of saying, yeah, this didn't work. But in a surprising twist, she withdrew the petition in January 2025, and Birdman signed off too, meaning they're still legally married. Thanks to Tamar stirring up drama, we now know Toni and Birdman are actually still together in real life. Why would they cling to a marriage that lasted less than a long weekend? Fans suspect Toni saw it as a financial safety net, especially given her well-documented money struggles. Many believe she found stability and protection in Birdman when everything else felt shaky. Online chatter points out that they are polar opposites in every way: vibes, energy, lifestyle, making their union seem more like a strategic arrangement than a romantic love story. And the theory that Birdman is the mystery man Tamar hinted at, that alone could push Toni over the edge. Toni didn't hold back, claiming Tamar loves being infamous more than famous, and even saying she's had to pay a publicist to clean up Tamar's online messes. Naturally, that fueled speculation that Tamar's mysterious man could be Birdman, especially given old rumors that Tamar and Birdman were close back in the early 2000s. Tamar hasn't stayed silent, either. She's dropped her own bombs, making Toni look far less innocent than viewers might have thought. For starters, Tamar revealed it was Toni's idea to bring their niece Ashley onto the show. Ashley had previously shared that her stepmother and father, Michael Braxton Jr., found inappropriate messages between her and her aunt's partner, later revealed as Trina's ex, Gabe. Initially, Ashley said her aunt was protective and furious, but over time, that energy changed. Ashley felt her aunt no longer seemed concerned and even blamed her instead of supporting her. Tamar brought Ashley on the show to tell her story, but made it clear the idea came from Toni. Online, people argued that Tamar didn't do it out of genuine concern, but to stir drama and expose cracks in the family dynamic. Fans believe she's turning family chaos into a storyline to get under her sister's skin. But the bigger issue isn't Toni versus Tamar. It's how Ashley, a new generation in the Braxton legacy, ended up dragged into the chaos just to spice up a season. Tamar made a point of defending herself, saying she was getting backlash for something that originated with Toni. Tamar also called out her sister for jealousy and years of gaslighting, accusing them of weaponizing her mental health struggles whenever convenient. She told them bluntly they couldn't guilt trip her over dealing with depression and anxiety, especially when, in her view, some of that stress came from them. She pressed the point, asking what her mental health had to do with a so-called ridiculous cease and desist, emphasizing she hadn't done anything to deserve it. She made it clear she has been transparent about her struggles, seeing a counselor multiple times a week both on and off set. Tamar stressed she's doing fine. She's just tired of people weaponizing her vulnerability. Many viewers rushed to her defense, saying her sisters confuse her pain for drama and that Tawanda pushing Toni to press charges against Tamar was extreme and unnecessary on the flip side. Some viewers said they were exhausted by Tamar's emotional explosions, calling her reactions draining. Others argued the entire Braxton family should be pulled from reality TV altogether, claiming the chaos has gone too far. The real question remains, did Toni flip because Tamar mentioned Birdman, or is the family truly gaslighting her like she claims? With so many layers to the situation, it's hard to tell.